What's up, guys? We're going to wait on YouTube. You guys already know. What's going on, Bigfoot world? I'm here, guys. Hanging in there, man. First things first, give me thumbs up. Let me know you guys can hear me, see me. Everything's all good. I'm trying a little different angle this time. See how that works. A little higher. So a lot of times I'll be looking at the screen instead of up there, but you guys understand what's going on, guys. Hopefully everybody's getting their notifications going on out there, getting it going. What's up, Carl, my man? Lee, what's up, man? Here I am. Here I am, Mike. Not yet, guys. We'll get to that. Not yet. That was one of the biggest scares ever. For real. We'll get to that. Well, first things first, guys. I don't even know where to start. It's been a long week, man. Long week. I guess where we left off last Friday Night Live, even though I'm a little bit late this week. But let's give it, hold up, give it a couple more minutes. Let everybody get their notifications out there. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate it. Pappy Two Bears, what's up, man? Kathy Kiss was in the house. Lee, oh man, it's so bad. It's so painful. Man, we'll start with that first. That's where we left off, I think, Friday Night Live. I was leaving and going to the hospital. All right, that's what happened. I went to the emergency room and they took some x-rays and they said you have what's called a boxer fracture, but better. It was my hand, my pinky, my hand is shattered pretty much on the right side, that whole side over there. They said there's bone shards in there that I have to get removed, and they've called a surgeon in. And by the time the surgeon came, it was too swelled up. So they told me Tuesday. I went in Friday. They said Tuesday, come in and we'll call this surgeon, set appointment, and he will go from there. So I called the surgeon. He said Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. We went to the surgeon like 50 miles away. They sent me away to look at it. So I didn't even make me scared there. Like I ain't never had a bone in my life broke, and now I'm this old. I went through this much shit, and my bone sticking out the side of my hand. So we make it all the way down there, man. And he already had the X-rays. The doctor, this old guy, come in. He said, "I give you options." And he said, "You can either have surgery. It's more cosmetic than anything to straighten it up, and you'll be probably out of work or out of anything for 3 to 6 months." And he said, "Or you don't mind a little crooked." He said, 3 weeks with the cast on, and I don't have to miss any work. A little bit light duty, but man, that's what it did, guys. I busted it. It's broke the whole side right here. That's never in my life ever had one of these. And this thing is so painful. And that's not another thing. When he put this damn thing on, oh my God, I don't know what was more painful, him doing this shit or me actually breaking it. Man, guys, I, man. And then it was ghetto. The place I was in was so fancy, but ghetto. They had a footstool up on the bed, and they told me to put my arm up there, right? And this dude come in with this hard thing. Well, it was soft. He got it wet, and it got hard as it set. So he molded it on my side, and then as soon as it started getting hard, this dude took the top of my fingers and said, "I'm sorry." Pop! Oh my! I screamed. Everybody on that floor heard me screaming. Nothing for pain. He ain't numb it. He ain't warm me. None of that. He just said, "I'm sorry." Pop! Pop! I heard it cracking the whole way down, but I also felt everything pull up and push up. It's like, oh my God, this dude tried to kill me. He was so big. If he wasn't so big, I would have probably tried to knock his ass out. but he was huge, man. And I'm sitting there like this, crying, looking away from her because I didn't want her to see me crying. She already hear me screaming and shit. And all he's saying, I'm sorry, a couple more seconds, it'll set, couple more seconds. And it was like 20 minutes. This dude's still holding on to my freaking fingers, popping them in. I ain't never going to break my hands again. Man, that was some painful shit. Sent me out, kicked me out. Didn't give me nothing for pain, none of that. No Tylenol, no have a nice day. He didn't even give me paperwork. Like, I was like, man, this place is so freaking ghetto. Man, but this is what is it? 3 weeks? No, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I got this on for 6 weeks. I got to go back down. What's going on, guys? Money Mike's in the house. My man, baby girl. What's up, mama? I see you guys. But that's the story on that. Broke my damn hand. I'm not getting surgery, so I get to continue making a life. That didn't work, man. Lee, I tried. It's the pain is beyond that. The pain is beyond smoking one. That's just not happening at all. I tried. I smoked 7, 8, 9, and I'm still crying. So that's just not gonna happen, man. And guys, let's move on to the next day, Friday. I go to work. After I get this done, I go to work the next day, and the boss walks up to me. What's this? I was like, hey man, it's a little sprain. It's a bad sprain. Everything's cool. I can still do my job. Everything's all right. Nothing to worry about. I won't change nothing over here. I'll still get the job done. And he said, all right, as long as you can do it, just go ahead over there. I was nervous. I thought once he found out I had a broken bone just starting the job, he's like, nah, you got to go. You can't do the job. I don't need you here. So I was in the stressful there. And then on the way home from I was thinking about what I'm going to do for Friday Night Live. Just coming home, right? Baby girl, she calls me up. Hey, I'm having pains. I've been having pains all day. I didn't want to scare you, but they're different. They're not like labor pains. I said, shit. All right, let's go. We just drop the kids off and we're going down and let's get checked out. On the way down there, guys, I realized I wasn't ready for shit. If that was the real thing, she only, what is it, 30, 33, 34 weeks. You know what I mean? But she ready. She's at the 95%. The baby's fully ready to come. He's a big baby, and man, so I was thinking all this stuff. I can't tell you how fast I was going, but know that I was flying, hitting corners, skirting, because they're making us go. I'm in Uniontown. There's nobody in my area that delivers babies. We gotta drive. It's an hour, 10-minute drive, and that's if you don't hit no traffic. Straight shot out. I gotta go from Uniontown, Pennsylvania to Morgantown, West Virginia, and it was nuts, man. And that's when I realized, like, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. We didn't have a backpack. I didn't have no gas money in the car for this shit. I didn't know how I don't even know how to get here. If it wasn't for Google Earth, I would be jacked ass out. I was so confused, so lost. I didn't even call to tell them, hey, we on our way, be ready. We got a pregnant woman none of that. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize until I was floating, heading out there, like we're far out, and she has this baby right here. What am I going to do? I'm going to pass out, and she's just going to have the baby on her damn self, because once the water breaks, I'm hitting the floor. It's a given. There ain't no doubt about it. And it's just, I panicked. I had a panic attack floating, going down the highway. If it wasn't for Carl, man, I wouldn't have been able to make that happen. It was like, damn, man, I was really screwed up. You know what I mean? I was panicking, and I just wasn't ready. I got her there, finally got her to Ruby Memorial, this massive goddamn hospital. Then once I get her, I'm like, where do I take her now? All right, let's just go to the front. We go in front of Ruby's. Going to the Rubies. I go to the security dude, like, hey, she's having pain, she's pregnant. He said, you gotta go to Children's Hospital. Just drive down there and make a left, go up. Like, oh shit, what is going on? She don't have this baby in the car or out on the street or something. What am I going to do? So we walked down. We slowly walked down to Children's because the parking situation was more jacked up, and it's $5 where I parked. Then I had to go pay another $5 that I didn't have. So we just left it there. We walked down, man. Go in there, and they're saying she only 33, 34. They're going to slow it down a little bit, which is the contractions are still coming. She's still in pain. She's still going through it, but they send her home once they get down to uh 3 to 8 minutes or some shit like that. We got to take her back in, and this time I'm kind of a little prepared. I'm kind of ready for it, and that test run just scared me, man. I panicked on that one. I got grown kids, and when this one came, she's like caught me off guard. I was on my way home from work, and I wasn't ready. I was on E. I'm like, I gotta go all the way to Morgantown, West Virginia. I'm gonna pull this one off. And Carl, Gene, I got you. Keep moving. I appreciate Carl, man. He done more than you guys would ever imagine. That's shit. I can never explain. And we're rolling into Carl. We were supposed to meet last Friday. No, Saturday morning. Friday ended that shit when I went to the hospital, got this done. So while I was in there getting taken care of, Kayla and Carl was talking and kind of postponed it on me. I'm glad they did because I was in so much pain. I wanted that to happen so bad. I was just going to go out to the woods with a busted up arm, hurting bad, and it just would have been a nightmare. I'm kind of glad y'all did, but it's going to happen real soon. I'm saying real soon. Like next weekend, I want whenever you're available, we're going to do it. We're going to get out there, man. All right, guys, as you see, he's back there. And this week, Carl already hit up the Cash App twice. So the next 3 people that hit the Cash App up at the end of this live stream, I'm going to crack that bad boy open and I'm going to do the whole challenge. 150 million Scoville. Gene seen the last Friday night video. He called me in text, or no, he messaged me. He's like, don't do it. There's so many videos of people having heart attacks. It's killing people. There's shit in there. Don't eat it. But guys, we're going. It's there. Next 3 people. I said 5 people hit the Cash App this week. I'm going to eat that nut. So we got 3 more to go. 3 more. And at the point in time I'm in, guys, it's definitely more appreciated than you know. That's crazy. But I can't wait for Carl to come out. That's what I've been talking about we've been planning this for months. It just didn't happen overnight. Me and Carl been talking about this forever. Getting out there, showing him everything going on, all these spots, man. It's crazy. What's up, Alfonso? I ain't seen you in a minute. But man, that's what my week's been. It's like every day it's like a major event going down. It's going down for real. But shit, we get through it. That's what everybody's saying. Don't eat that nut. All the videos I watched on that damn thing, man, it's been bad. They make it all the way to level 4. It seemed like, and I watched a bunch. I watched like 5 or 6 different ones, and all the videos they made it to 4. Once they hit 4, they started complaining. I can't see. You know what I mean? Talking about going blind, and then they keep going. Some of them just fall out. Most of them fall out, but ones that keep going level 5, the body automatically just shoots it straight out the body, man. It's bad. That's supposed to be one of the hardest. Even beats the one chip challenge, and that's hard to believe. I thought I need poison control when I ate them. You late? What's up, man? Um, I'm going to do it. There ain't no doubt about it. Whether you guys hit it up or not, eventually I'm going to end up tearing that nut up. I want to see what he's about. I made it through like the 2022 chip challenge and the 2023, or I skipped 23 and I did 24 and 25, I believe. I did like 3 of them, and 2 of them I couldn't even swallow. It was bad. It was one of the, it was even hot. It was like pain, the pain. Then it blew my stomach up. And the next morning, could you imagine? I was crying day and night. She in there, Lee, sleeping. She got to be at work at 4:30 a.m. Get out of there. What are you doing? Nut. She should already been took her leave, but she's getting it done, man, making that money. She trying to stay afloat. She's real nowadays, especially with a broken hand, man. That just slows life down, and it's just bad. But we'll be all right. We'll get up there. I'm just catching up on you guys' comments. I missed a lot of them. Mama, I see. I hear you. I hear you, Pappy, too, Rick. On the making the appointments, you got to make it memorable, man. And they do. You'll always remember shit like this. When it goes down, it goes down. And you ain't. When you least expect it, and when it seemed like it catch you on your knees. I was on my way home, just ready to go home, go to bed, and she's talking about I'm in pain. We gotta go. I panicked like shit. Let's just go. I'll come back and get it later. Just let's get there. And that's what we did, man. We got there. Everybody's here. What's going on, mom? Let's see. Well, that's been about my week, man. I just been trying to get this thing healed up, getting it back in shape. It's going to be a few weeks. It's going to be a minute because every day I toss and turn with this thing. I wake up, fall asleep with my head underneath there, and it's just I feel my heartbeat pounding in this thing, man. It gets bad. That shit hurts. I see you, Lee. I see you guys. And I'm thinking about getting up early in the morning. Tomorrow's my last off day. I want to head somewhere where I think it's going to be pretty active up in there right now at this time of year. There should be. I've been doing this, guys, for what, 10 years now. I've been going into the woods looking for Bigfoot for the past 10 years. And right now, I know where, I think I know what they're up to these days. My tribe that I've been following for so long. I want to get up in that cave. I want to check that cave out, man. I want to put 2 jars of peanut butter back up there on that shelf and see what they're doing, and then leave and come back maybe a month or 2 later and see how much has moved around, how much has switched up, how much has changed. And then, like, in the middle of December or even the beginning of January, when it's at its coldest point, you know what I mean? Get up in there and put a trail cam, a stealth cam, and inside of it, whatever drops down or comes in, that stealth cam is gonna catch it, and that might be worth it, man. I've been putting a lot of thought into what to do with this spot, and I think that would be the best thing because he wouldn't know it was in there until he came in. You know what I mean? And then by the time he knew he was set up, it'd be too late. And that's what I'm thinking. Unless he's in there watching me while I do it, that'd be the only way, you know. And they are slick like that. I've seen that shit happen too into the Bigfoot world. But I want to go up there and hang out there for a little while, see what's going on, see what kind of movements going on, what kind of new structures. I noticed in Moyland, a lot of structures are missing. There used to be so many more, man. There's so much more walking through there, and it's changed. There's a lot going. There's a lot new in there, but at the same time, there's a lot less. All the way around, there's so much less. Sound like Braxton Hicks. That's what they said in the hospital. Yeah, she ain't due till October 19th, actually. But it's so much, it's big, it's a big baby. Mom, wasn't that like a 10-pound, 7-ounce baby or some shit? But it's saying that they don't want it to get that big or they'd have to do a C section. It's at its 95% now. And if they wait until full term in October, it'd be too much. So they're talking about inducing her early. And then she started having them contractions yesterday, and we didn't take no chances. She was having the whole day. So we pretty much rushed her in there. I flew. I was 7 pounds, 7 ounces. Damn, I could have swore the birth certificate said 10 pounds. So that ain't too bad. That ain't bad. 7, 7. That's weird. I was born 77 at 7 pounds, 7 ounces. That's crazy. What's going on, Midnight? I see you, man. I see you. Shit, we all learned together, guys. I was a 7 pound, 7 ounce baby. That's crazy. We'll see how much this baby weighs when he come out. I might even go live in the waiting room, let you guys know what happened. I think so. I think 7 definitely is. It seems to travel a lot with me. 7 and 23. That like it's been in my face my whole life. I don't know why. On everything. I don't know, Sharon. I don't even think she has that. It's gonna be any day. It's coming any day. She's the steady having contractions. There was contractions when they hooked her up to the machine. She's having a lot of mild ones every couple of minutes, but the major ones is like 30 minutes apart. So they say once it gets down to like between 3 minutes and 9 minutes or 8 minutes, start bringing them in. And that's just crazy. Check the cash app. I hear you, mama. I said, wait, with 3 people we need. And I ended up doing it. Oh. They try to be slick. My kids trying to be slick. That's why they said check your cash app. That's funny. I appreciate you, Graham. That's one. Oh, they trying to see me die. I see you guys. You trying to see me die. That's all that is. We need a couple more guys. I don't know what they trying to do. They trying to see me die with this death nut. But I appreciate you guys. A couple more guys that hit the cash app. At the end of this live stream, I will do the 5 levels of that damn nut. And hope for the best, because I ain't got nothing to drink but coffee right now. I might have to, and water. Check the what, Mom? Check the photo you tagged me in. I will. I want to take this thing off so bad. This thing is like, it feels like it's hurting my hand more than it's doing anything else. His fingerprint is on my knuckle right there. It hurts so. When he put it on and was holding my fingers down, his fingerprint ended up right on my knuckle and it's pushed into my ankle there, or whatever you call it. Man, it's so painful. Just certain ways I move. It's just everything I do is, it sucks right now. It sucks so bad. 208. Ain't it weird how just numbers follow you throughout life? And it's on everything you do, everything you see, everything you work around, them numbers keep popping up. It's like that movie 23. That's what it reminded me of so much. It's just, man, I don't really want to do that. I ain't gonna lie. Because Gene scared me, the video scared me. Hopefully y'all don't. I don't get a couple more that, yeah, instead of $1 each. That's what you did. I'm gonna eat that thing for $3. You guys are crazy. I paid 25 for the box. What are you talking about, mama? We about to take this to the street. Get it on. You just trying to bury me. But what, the live ain't over. Chill out. You trying to get me to die. I need to look up the poison control first before I even cut them bags open. But anyways, guys, I'm looking at my notes. We got a plan. We got a plan, Carl. We got a plan for the weekend on when you're coming up here before winter hits, before, you know what I mean. We got to get you up here. I want to get you up here and get this spot taken care of, checked out. What's next? Cookie's good, Lee. Cookie's real good. She a pain in my ass. She's on her own shit. She got old, and man, that's why I said winter's coming. I want to get him out there and just spend the day, see what we find, see what we get into, make a couple good videos, and you guys get to meet him for a change. Always hear me talk about him, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Guys, we're planning it. It's just had no idea I was gonna pull this shit off. She's trying to tell me to go to the damn hospital. I'm like, no, I got Friday Night Live in about 40 minutes. I can wait. After that, then we'll go to the hospital and let them do whatever. When it happened, I told her, pull my finger, grab my finger and pull that shit. That only works in the movies, guys. Don't do that shit. That was the worst thing I could have ever did. It did more damage than anything. It's only in the movies. Do not have nobody pull anything to put it back in place, because I swear to you, it makes it so much worse. I do. And when I hold it up above my head, it stops for a minute. It takes, like, I can't feel the heartbeat in it. It's bad. I never had a broken bone until now, and I don't want to do that shit again. I'll never do that shit again. This shit is stupid. It's so painful. You're good, Frog Man. I'll check the cash app here in a little bit, guys. See what's up what. And here, probably in the next 10 minutes, I'll see about opening that box up and start it, man. Start that death nut. But like I said, there's a lot of people having heart attacks with that nut. 150 million scovilles. That's beyond what a body's supposed to take. And it's what's scary. I already know, Sharon. I'm still fighting it. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Yeah, but I didn't think about it. I just seen the bone sticking out the side of it. And I said, just pull it, pop it back in. Just hurry up. She didn't even calm down. She ain't even say 3, 2, 1, none of that shit. I was looking down, and as soon as she grabbed it, oh my God, I fell straight to I hit the floor. It was bad. That shit, it hurt so bad. And it just keeps hurts. I'll never want another broken bone ever again. Ever. That's the worst pain. Broken bones hurt so bad. Especially when you get my damn age. Never had one of these on my hand. Never. I don't know. It's crazy. But I'll get through it, man. Definitely. And then at a time that I'm having a baby and I got to do this and that and get everything situated, fixed, clean, you never realize how much you need that hand until you ain't got it. I smoked bugler. I sat and rolled bugler up. Try rolling bugler with a broken pinky. And it ain't, I don't even use the pinky to roll the bugler up. That's the sad part. It's just the way that my pointing fingers are using and rolling. It pulls and strains on my pinky, and that's just, I'm crying trying to roll a cigarette. It makes me want to quit. So I think it might be a good thing. That shit make me, I don't even want to smoke it. By the time I get it rolled, it hurts so bad. I was like, I don't even want this shit no more. I don't even want, I just want to lay down. Let's get this shit over with. You know what I mean? But definitely kids, I'm glad to see my kids on here. All grown up. The guys, they out there doing their own thing, man. They doing their own thing. And that's what's up. I'm glad that they on here. Hopefully we can make some plans and we can all get together and get out there. Squatching grandma. I see you. I'm just looking at you guys' comments. Some of you guys are nuts. But most of you guys been following me forever, man. I've been doing this forever, and I seen most of you guys been there from the beginning, and that's just crazy to me. That you know what I mean? We've been there doing this forever. That's a great feeling, man. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Just having you guys to sit and talk to, that's something in itself. You know what I mean? Like I said before, you guys are from all the way around the world, and to sit and find out what's going on in your neck of the, did you just see that? Would that be a bill on this side? Something across there. I caught it up on the screen. Did you guys see that shadow? Who caught the shadow with me? I seen it. As soon as I looked off to the corner there, it happened. It's weird because I don't know why I looked over there. It's just nuts to me. That was nuts. I lost all train of thought. I looked over it. I looked from the comments and then I looked over it. For some reason, I looked in that corner and a shadow went just when you know what I mean? Just a second that I looked. If I wouldn't have looked at that second, I wouldn't even seen it. That's crazy. The big red doors. That was one of the. That's a great story. It is not a story that really happened. I think about that shit a lot. Now that I'm older, I because of the sounds, what I was doing, what the woman was telling me, I just random. I'll sit and think about it. It'll pop up, and I'll just think about that shit. Then picture it in my head, play it out. Them sounds when that dude opened up the one side of the red doors, and the screams that came out of that. I remember it, and the way that they kept it a secret, the way my gram came and got us, and the way everybody was just saying, "Don't worry about it, forget it, it never happened," and it made me want to know more. It made me want to, like, what is going on? Why is it that big of a secret? Why are you hiding from us? We're family too. You know what I mean? And I dug and pried for years to get that out. My mom and my gram took it to her grave, and my mom finally said, "You know what? Everything's over with. Most of the people pretty much dead and gone." She wrote that story, wrote it down, and that blew my mind. That blew my mind, man. That was a great. She told that story. She couldn't have told it any better. Hands down, she couldn't have told that story any better. Now you know. I know. I definitely do. And it's crazy because years go by. Never think about no Bigfoot, never heard of no Bigfoot. I've been in the woods, in and out of the woods my whole life. Never seen no signs of no Bigfoot until the one year we go vacation to Susquehanna. And I had my first sighting. When everybody, we went to a cabin deep in the middle of Susquehanna State Forest. And that was a deep place. If something would happen, he wasn't making it to the hospital. We was in so deep. We was on a dirt road 50 miles before we got off the road and drove through this field uh, a couple miles to get where we was at to this cabin, and we was so deep in. But anyways, them everybody that I brought would pretty much sleep until 9, 10 in the morning, and then they get up, start making breakfast, and then we'll start the day. Well, I get up early. I get up with the roosters, you know what I mean? And I always have. I'm wired like that. So I get up in the morning and I would go on a hike just so I didn't wake them up. And I went off walking with the camera by myself, not knowing what was going on out there, just see wildlife, see what I see that early in the morning. So I get out there on this trail and I'm walking, and the trail came out into this big open field. It was like going up and down hill. It was on a slant. And when I came out, I was at the bottom of the field. And when I came out, uh, I seen this, it was high grass, I remind you, but I seen this bobbing at the top of the high grass. It caught my eye, and I couldn't make out. I was like, "Is that a bear? What is that? Does a bear bob like that when it's running? You know what I mean?" But whatever it was, it took off. And as soon as I popped out into the field, it knew that I was coming before I popped out because it was already in stride going across the field under the grass. The only thing I could see was like the top of the head bobbing across there. So I just chalked it up like it's just a bear. You know what I mean? And I climb up across the top of the field up into the wood line up on the other side, and I find these pine trees. They was like pushed over, big, massive pine trees, and they was made into some kind of structure up there. And I was like, what the hell would do this? What the hell is this strong that can pull this out of the root like this, flip it upside down and lean it up on that tree over there like that? This ain't the work of a tornado. A tornado would took that tree and put it a mile over there. This is something different. So I left. I left and went back out into the field and started down. It was going downhill, and I started walking down, and I'm talking to the camera like, this is a beautiful place. You know what I mean? This is beautiful woods. Just taking it all in, walking down through this field, and I'm looking at the camera walking down through there, and it's just something in my head said, "Look." And I looked over to the right, and at the far end of the field, it like narrowed a little bit, and this Bigfoot came out of the backside. He took a step out into the middle of the field, and the next step was kind of a leap and was into the wood line. It was like 2 steps, 3 steps tops, and he was into the wood line. And I stood there, froze, looked at it like, what the hell? What did I just see? What was that? Like, it happened so fast, I couldn't even, like, wow. And I went back and I was screaming, like, yo, wake up, everybody get up, check this shit out. I was so excited, man. That's the first time I've ever seen or heard of anything like that. And it just was like, it was tracking me. It was following me down across that field right behind me, just, and it felt like it was trying to cut me off at the bottom, like it was going to get me. I went home. I ran all the way back to the cabin and woke everybody up. Like, listen, man, I just seen this. And what you got? What you smoking? Let me hit this shit. This is something that, like, they thought I was high, hearing, seeing shit. But I packed up, man. I packed everybody up and put them back in the shit. And we headed back to town, man. And I told them, get all the cameras, get everything you can get, their cams, microphones, whatever we can get together. Let's get it, and we're going straight back, right? And didn't plan for food. We didn't plan for nothing. We ain't taking no smoke. We ain't taking nothing. We just got all the equipment we can get together. Didn't know jack shit about filming. and packed up and went back to Susquehanna, right? Spent like 4 more days at Susquehanna. By the second day, we ran out of food. We had a spring out back. It was bad. Money Mike, we was all fed up with that shit. Money Mike was out there. He knows. He had experiences out there. And me, Mike, and Fred took this deer cam up above the field where I had the sighting and put it onto that structure, a pine. And the first night we was out back and by the behind the cabin in a bonfire, and we was cooking hot dogs and shit, just talking, just having fun. You know what I mean? We was on vacation, enjoying it. And the next thing you know, the scream. Everybody heard this scream on different recording one time or another. That high pitched Bigfoot scream. This thing screamed, echoed the whole way through the mountains, ricocheted off of mountains, man. It screamed for like 15 seconds loud. And we just sat there and looked at each other. And when that thing did that, I imagined that my deer cam flashed him, and I'm thinking I got him on film. And when I flashed him, he screamed like it scared him, and that's why because it sounded like it was in that direction and where we left it. It was crazy. It was one of the craziest experiences I've ever had, and I've been obsessed with them things ever since I had that happen. Ever since that trip to Susquehanna, I knew about them and I just wanted to know more. And then it seemed like the more you find out about them, the more you learn about them and their ways and how they are and how much human they are like us and the things that they do. It's like you need to know more. And that's just what keep drawing me back to them. You know what I mean? I'm off here having a baby, got a job, trying to have a life of my own, and all I'm thinking about is when can I get back to the woods? When can I see what they're going to do next? What they're going to build next? I gotta find out. You know what I mean? It's crazy how obsessed you become with them. Yeah, I remember how his voice echoed. And then as soon as they shut them doors, it was like soundproof, so perfect. I appreciate you squatching, Grandma. It's not here yet, but he's coming. He's coming any day, man. He's ready. He's definitely ready. That was a crazy experience. Susquehanna, man. I want to go back there. I want to show you guys. Now that I'm a little bit better, yeah, he's another boy. Jace. His name's going to be Jace. We picked a name. We talked about it for months and couldn't think of a name. Every name that I thought of, she didn't like, and every name she thought of, is like, why? And I didn't like. So we finally, 8 months later, she about to have the baby. We starting the waves like, all right, man, he gonna be Jace. Let's name him Jace. You got 4 grandbabies, but can't imagine having a newborn on your own. She not on her own. I'm gonna be here, but it's gonna be Jace. I think it's a cool name. She likes it. I think it's all right. I screamed it a couple times, like, yeah, I mean, see how it feels to holler at him to do something. It's all right. Jace seen it fits. I got a lot of J's. My man Jeff, powerful duo. Need to get some family videos together, man. Put them up. Start making some money. There's so much money to be made on YouTube, and nobody's doing it. That's crazy. I wish I was making some of it. I've been doing it for like 10 years, so I think I just told a damn lie. I ain't make shit. But I think you really got to stay in it to win it if you really want to make something. Because it's all about the algorithm, the views. There's so much to YouTube, guys. I just do it because I like what I do pretty much. I love the woods. I love what's going on in the woods. I'm just catching up on you. Got me on them comments, guys. I appreciate you squashing grandma. And I always had something around me. I already know, and I feel like a lot of people saying this from here, from there. You picked it up at this building, but I swear, man, it didn't start until me and Fred went into that cave in the restricted lands. That's when the shit started. That's when we went in there. Fred got his feet ripped out from underneath of him. He's possessed for months, 2, 3 months. He wasn't himself. They found him butt naked out in the street in the intersection at like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. That's shit doing shit Fred don't do. You know what I mean? Ever since that cave, bad things been really knocking us down. And it's just not me, it's both of us. And it's been going on since we went into that cave. It's been nothing but bad things. We ain't been going into that cave since, and it's still jacking us up. You know what I mean? We tried to get away from that thing for months, and just can't shake it, man. And it's crazy. It's sad. There's there's people that did documentaries on that cave with us in it. It's it sucks. You can send the grandbabies back. Real shit, squashing grandma. That's the only good thing about that one. That's what I thought too, Lee. Jace is different. That's why I like it. It is different. Jace Lee friend. I hear you. Yeah, that cave, man, was something scary. I was sliding. We was both going down in. We first. I remember like it was just happened. We was going down in. We first dropped into the hole. He went in first, and he moved over to the left, and I dropped down in, and we was going down side by side. Every time I go into something dangerous, I'll ask God to watch over us, give us the strength, and that's what I was doing. I was walking in and I'm praying while we're getting ready to climb down into the bottom of the cave, and I'm walking and I'm saying, God, watch over us, give me the strength to get through this. And as I was saying that, something said that was weak, like right in my face. And I looked over at Fred, like, yo. And as soon as I did that, something ripped his feet right out from under him, and he landed almost up on his neck. And we was on a downhill grade, and that thing flipped it up on his neck, and that scared me alone. Like, this ain't worth it. Let's get up out of here, man. Let's get up out of here. And we ended up still going into there like dumbasses. First, nah, that fans want to see what's in there. Let's go. This is we went down in there, man. He wasn't the same since. And it happened again. He was climbing up a rock face, and to get up onto this ledge to see what was up there, because we kept hearing sounds up on this rock face, and he wanted to get up there and see. And he, soon as he reached up to the top, it looked like some grabbed his back and ripped him off, and he landed back on his back. That's when it finally scared him, and he got it across like, "That's good." We got out of there, man. We ran out of there. I swear that's where this shit came from, and it just never let us go. I don't know how to shake it or who to talk to shake it. It's just gotta pretend like it ain't, but it really is type of shit. He wouldn't even. Fred was gone. He would look right through you like he wasn't even there. Like he wasn't there. He wasn't there at all. He was just not Fred. And now a lot of other shit happened. It's just I won't get into, but he was definitely 100% possessed. The priest didn't want to look at him. They wanted him to go to the hospital and get cleared with them to make sure it's nothing mental. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't look at him because he couldn't give the scent because he wasn't himself. He would get up off the bed and just walk around in random places. He went into the security guard, try to sit in there with him. It's like he was doing shit that people just don't do. You know what I mean? It's just scary. That shit is scary when you think about it. Oh, that's just real scary. I need to talk to somebody because you guys, these last since it happened, you guys watched the knockdown after knockdown I've been going through. I get on here and tell you about the shit. You know what I mean? And it just keeps doing it. It just keeps back to back ramming me. I fight through it, and it's just here. Take this one. Here's another one. One more. But we're still standing. We're still here, and we ain't gonna quit that shit. But I swear that shit came from that cave. It started when we went into that cave. All right, guys. I'm rambling at this point. I'm gonna see what's going on with the Cash App, and if there's enough people to hit it up, I'm gonna crack that open. If not, we're gonna roll it over to next week. My mouth kind of dry, anyways. Hopefully it didn't. Too many people didn't. We can just at least do it for the beginning of next Friday. But I'll check it, guys. See what's up with it. I feel better now that I got to vent to you guys. I'm sorry. That's my fault. But I appreciate you guys letting me vent, let me get that shit out. At least now you know where I'm coming from. I kind of understand what I'm going through. You know what I mean? It's pretty much why I said and told you what I told you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There have been three. They a total of $3. We're gonna count that as one since they was all my kids. And Graham, 5. So that's 2. That makes 4. One more, and we're good. We'll definitely do it. So we need one more, and I'll be popping that box open. Definitely. I get out of it one more week. That's what's up. One more week. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you squatching grandma. That means a lot, man. I wanted to hurry up and catch up on you, Farmer Fred. I definitely checked it. I appreciate you if you hit it and it didn't show up yet. And if you did, and that's the case, definitely jump into Friday Night Live next Friday because whether I get it or not, I'm going to be prepared and I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I've been talking about it for how long now? 3 weeks. Next Friday, I'm going to just do it. So whether you did or you guys didn't, I appreciate you if you did. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and crack it open, and we're going to do that death nut challenge. You know what I mean? I owe it to you guys as it is already. I ain't even going to be like I already owe you. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Think about my next move. Stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure, guys. There'll definitely be some videos coming up this week. Keep it 100 and stay safe out there, guys. Stay tuned.